back to another episode of Northwoods Cooking. As always, I'm Jake, and we're back somewhere familiar today. We're in the garage, on the flat top. Menu item today, omelets, bacon, and pancakes. A little breakfast for supper. Let's get after it. Alrighty, so now that the flat top has been preheated and I have reduced the temperature to low, I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon. I'll set it over there. The one reason I'm cooking the bacon first here is that eggs and a little bit of bacon grease, it's always better than eggs and butter or oil. So we'll go ahead and get the bacon cooked, and then we'll throw on the red pepper and onion, which is going to go inside of the omelet. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Alrighty, there we go. Bacon is on. We'll let that cook for a little bit, and we'll see you back in a bit. Alrighty, so now that the bacon has had a chance to cook for a couple minutes on this first side, I'm going to go ahead and give it a flip. Try doing two together. Didn't work out super great either. And again, this is about, I'd say one pound of bacon or so. And then once this sits here for probably 2 minutes or so, I'm going to stack it all probably to the left side here, and then just let it sit there and stay warm until a little bit later in the process when we're closer to eat. So we'll get this shifted down a little bit to cook. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the vegetables on. So in this bowl here is diced red pepper and onion. Ooh. Just get that cooked down a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and assemble the omelets. Okay, so it's been a couple of minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and just move all the bacon over to this side and stack it up. Now, just go ahead and give the onions and peppers a little bit of a rotate. And the idea here is just to try to soften them up before placing them inside the omelet. So maybe 3 or 4 minutes on low here, and then we will go ahead and start trying to make an omelet, which is going to be interesting because I've never done that on the flat top before. So we'll give it a shot. But I'm going to run inside and grab some seasoning, so I'll be back. Alrighty, so if you look in the lower corner here, I made a little bit of a contraption, if you will, to try and contain the eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and do is pour this egg mixture, just six eggs that I scrambled up. Just pour the egg mixture in there in hopes that we got a little bit running out. Grab the other spatula and push that in there. I'm hoping that this is gonna work. I think it might. think it just might. Right on. Check that out. And then, for the time being, while that's stiffening up, I'll go ahead and give the bacon a flip. Bacon's looking good. Veggies are looking good. And actually, like I said before, we're going to have pancakes as well, but I think I might split that into a second video. But we'll see. Alrighty, I'm gonna give this egg square here, I'm gonna try and move it. We'll see how that, ooh, I'm not sure if I want to do that quite yet. Yeah, it's not quite solidified. So we might just leave that right there. And that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and add the veggies to it. And then I also have some brick cheese over here that will be on the inside of the omelet. I'll take you in for a sneak peek on that. So that's what we're working with right there. Is, I don't know, probably 3 eggs, some diced onions and red pepper, and then some brick cheese. So this is starting to solidify a little bit, starting to look nice. And I'm going to go ahead and add some blackened Saskatchewan rub to this. There we go. Now, try to flip it on over itself. Slide it out into the middle. That looks absolutely fantastic, if I do have to say so myself. And now, I will be doing that again to make the second omelet. Alrighty, so as you can see, this one tightened up nicely as well. Pull the edge away, and I pulled the egg away. Darn. Alrighty, there we go. Like the other one, I will go ahead and add some veggies along with the brick cheese. There we go. Now flip it onto itself. That was not quite as clean as the other one. Should have let it cook a little bit longer. But this one here, that's starting to look good. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Toss it in the pan, the dish. Put the remainder of the veggies in a bowl. There we go. I need to leave that alone and be more patient. Just ruining it. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of seasoning. There we go. Next time you see me, we will be making pancakes. Alrighty, and we're back. as I mentioned before, I thought about splitting this into 2 videos, but we're just gonna roll with it into one. Got pancake batter here from Kodiak. The Kodiak Pancakes Flapjack and Waffle Mix buttermilk version. This stuff is fantastic. If you have not tried it, I highly recommend it. So, we're gonna go ahead and start making some pancakes. The key that I found here is to pour nice and slow so that they don't just expand all over the flat top. And this measuring cup here I have is a 1/3 cup. Seems to make a pretty good sized pancake. And not to mention, the smaller ones, smaller pancakes that is, are a lot easier to flip. Might have to eat more of them, but they're easier to flip. Alrighty, that looks good for the first batch, so we'll let these cook and we'll see you back in a bit. Alrighty, so as I mentioned, the Kodiak pancake batter, and this is what it is right here. If you see this stuff in the store, I believe they may make a blueberry mix as well. Maybe some other flavors. But it's packed with protein, whole grains, and last but not least, it tastes fantastic. Alrighty, so it looks like the edges are drying out on some of these pancakes here. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a flip. Look at that. Perfect golden brown. Just what we're looking for. These ones are a little bit lighter, but that's alright. Still nice and cooked. And they were cooking for probably, say, 3 minutes on a side. And the flat top is on low. So there we go. Alrighty, so I'm wanting to believe that these pancakes are complete after probably being flipped for 2 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the dish here. There you go, Kodiak cakes. Alrighty, so while I'm making the rest of these pancakes, I figured I'd do a little post-meal or post-cook breakdown for you before we even eat. But the omelets consisted of 6 eggs, so 2 omelets for 6 eggs, so 3 eggs per omelet. Some diced red pepper, some diced onion, and then some brick cheese. Bacon, just your standard everyday bacon. And then the pancakes again was the batter from Kodiak cakes. We found that we really do like that stuff. So that's what I've got for you today. I'm going to finish making up the rest of these 5 pancakes. Then we're going to go in and enjoy supper. So last but not least, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.